Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a new manufacturer for radiomuseum.org. Note that this new manufacturer is only going to be for model types and it will not apply for the tubes. So go to the home page, radiomuseum.org, search to make sure that manufacturer does not already exist. I'll show you how to do that. And then once you've confirmed that, then from the home page we'll select Create New Manufacturer. A new form will pop up, and only these key fields will need to be filled in at a minimum. We'll have the name and location, remarks, country, abbreviation, group, products, summary. I'll list these here for your reference, but I'll go through more detail on these during the demonstration. Once you've submitted this, then two manufacturer administrators will review. They'll make changes if needed, then approve or reject your manufacturer proposal. You'll get an email either way. Once it's been approved, you might want to go back and review any changes that were made by the administrators, and that'll help you learn how to more accurately propose your next manufacturer. Now, you can't attach any photos to your proposal. So if you have any new manufacturer photos, ads, or logos, you can go ahead and format your photos. And I'll refer you back to my earlier videos, how to format a picture, basic and advanced. And note that the difference here for the manufacturing photos is you can only use 933 pixels maximum width or height. And then once you've got those formatted, you can upload those to your new manufacturer after it's been approved. Okay, let's go to the demo. Alright, so go to your home page here. And I'll show you for my example here, we had a member that submitted a proposal for a new model, and they've got the wrong manufacturer listed for this. They put a Motorola in there, probably where it went into, but this was actually modified by this guy here. It's Alexander Manufacturing Company, Mason City, Iowa, and it's a NiCad battery pack. So this is the company that's new that we want to add to the database. Okay, so here's how you find out if the company already exists. We'll go here under country/brands here, and this company name is going to start with Alexander. Okay, and I've already been through a trial run of this, so I've got a lot of these options here already in my recent data block, so I'll just click on those to save time. Okay, so Alexander, that's the first part of the country, or the manufacturer's name. Let's find out what companies are out there that start with Alexander. There's two. Neither one of these says Alexander Manufacturing Company. Okay, so that's a unique name. Now let's see what the abbreviations were in our database for these two companies. Okay, the abbreviations are always going to start with the first word of the company, and it doesn't have to be the entire word, but the first several letters of the company name here. So this one uses Alexander, so we want to avoid using Alexander for our reference abbreviations, and this one is Alec. So anything other than those two will be a unique name abbreviation. Okay, let's go back to the home page. Okay, so we've done that. We've confirmed that we do need a new manufacturer. So let's go down here to Create New Manufacturer. Select that. And then here is the Upload New Manufacturer form page. Okay, name and location. And again, I've got some of these already pre-typed during a trial run. Okay, so Alexander Manufacturing Company, CO period, semicolon, space, and then the city, Mason City. Now, if this is a USA company, then you want to add a two-letter for the state. So we'll add a comma, IA for Iowa. So Alexander Manufacturing Company, semicolon, Mason City, comma, Iowa. Okay, the remarks. This is where you're going to send some information to the manufacturer administrators about this model, and you want to put in there verifiable information as to the model name and the manufacturer's name, things like that. Okay, so since we have a pending new model, we've got the photographs I just showed you the one that has the information of the Alexander Manufacturing Company that we need to add to the database. So that satisfies that requirement. So I put a note in here, a pending new model, so they know where to look. It's a Motorola, that's the incorrect manufacturer's name. But then here's the name of the battery pack. It's a rapid charge. It's an iCAD 15-volt battery. Has this manufacturer stamped on it. See the photo attachments there. Then Motorola will be changed to this manufacturer once that's approved, and then that new model can be approved. Now, if you don't have a pending new model with photos, and let's say it's an eBay, you got it off on eBay, you can put the eBay link in here, and then we can go to that link and see the photos which have the manufacturer's name on it. If it's like a radio that you've got, and you've got a photo of the label of the label which has the manufacturer on it, you can say that you've got a photo like that, and we will contact you, and you can email the administrator the photo, and they can verify it that way as well. Okay, country. These are all alphabetical. United States of America. Abbreviation. So I've already got one selected here. We don't want to use Alexander. We don't want to use Alex. So I got Alex-MFG Manufacturing. Now there is a limit as to the number of characters here. It stops right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters maximum for the abbreviation. So you always want to start with the first several letters of the name of the company. So Alex. And this is a kind of a date range here. From doing research, I know this model is after World War II. Okay, if you have information here, you can put it in. I'll go ahead and put it in, and I'll show you where I've got that. But it was incorporated in 1970, and it was dissolved in 2004. And I got that from the Iowa Secretary of State's business websites. So you can go there and enter in the name of the company up here, and you can find this information here. And I'm going to put that information down in the history block later. Okay, so it's going to be a model types. It's not going to be tubes or anything over here. Summary. Okay, you always put the address here. If you have the street address, put that in here, and then a short sentence here or paragraph of what this company sold, what they manufactured. So let me go grab my summary here. Paste it in here. Okay, and let's fix the spacing here. I don't want double spacing here. I want single spacing. So if I do an enter key, you get a double space. If I do a shift enter, that's single space. So let's fix these back to single space. And then the last thing we want to do here is you want to highlight the company name here. So I'm holding down my left mouse button, release, click it, select that name, and then go up here and we'll select bold. This makes the name stand out. There's the street address, 15 South Garfield. I got that from the Secretary of State, Iowa, from the forms there. Mason City, Iowa, and 50401 zip code. And then a short sentence here, manufacturer of battery packs. Okay, now this is a small block. It's 500 characters, up to 500 characters. We used 137. Now this can get a little longer. If you're going to link it in to existing models that are in our database, or existing manufacturers, and you put hyperlinks in there. Here's the hyperlink button right here. Then those can get pretty long here pretty quick. So there is another block here available for summary continued, and it's another 500 character block, total of 1,000 here. So if this number is over 500, you're going to have to cut and move some of it down to here. Okay, so that's it. You're really available at that point to continue. If I hadn't put these years over here, that would be the bare minimum. I do have some additional information, and I'm going to point somebody in the direction if they want to go do some of this, look in this stuff themselves. So let's put a little history here, down here, and let's fix the spacing here again, delete, shift, enter for that. And I guess it is just one source, so let me get rid of the S there. Okay, so according to the Iowa Secretary of State business records, Alexander Manufacturing Company was incorporated in 1970 and was dissolved in 2004. And that's where I got those two dates to put up there. And here's my source: Iowa Secretary of State, business records. Okay, let me do a misspell here, and I'll show you how to fix that. But I do want to make a mention here. On these sections in here, you don't want to put a www.iowastate.gov or something in there. You don't want to put any links in here. And the reason we don't want that is because in the future, those links, addresses may change, or they may go dead, and then we've got a dead link on our page, and we'll have to go back and fix that. So we want to avoid using links, or not links, but www.website pages listed here on these forms. But anybody can go copy this and Google search this, and they'll get the current website for this source right here. Okay, so I've got an error I need to go fix, but I'll show you how to do that. Now when I select Go here, it's going to go to a review panel. It's not going to go to submit it right now. So we'll get a chance to review it, make corrections. So here's the review, and you can scan through all that, see if everything is right. And this looks good here. Oops, I got a misspelled word right here. Okay, that's no problem. If something's wrong, just click the back button, go to the previous page. Back, and you can change anything on this form again. Alright, so let's fix that. Business records. Okay, now we're good to go. Go and review it. Here's our fix down here. Okay, so when I click the next Go, though, it's going to be submitted for approval by the manufacturer administrators. Go. Okay, there, it's been done. Thank you for uploading details for a new manufacturer. And then the administrators will review it and accept your changes or reject them, and you'll get an email either way. Now, I'll make a note here on once your manufacturer has been approved, and then you go back and you look at it and say, oh, I've had some additional information I want to add to that, or I see there's a mistake that I made on that, and then you do a change to an existing manufacturer and submit that. Note that the administrators cannot modify your change to a manufacturer. That's different than the change to an existing model. So with a manufacturer, existing manufacturer, administrators can only accept it as is or reject it as is. We can't make any corrections. So if we find anything wrong with it, we're going to reject it, and we'll make a note there as to what it is that was wrong that we didn't accept. You'll have to go back and submit a new change to a manufacturer, existing manufacturer, and then we can only accept and reject that change as well. Okay, so that's all there is to it. That's how you upload a new manufacturer. And then this now concludes my demonstration of how to upload a new manufacturer.